Shit.
For real.
When loyalty turns into betrayal and legends collide with rising stars.
What happens when loyalty breaks and trust turns into conflict as legends clash with rising stars? Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the unbeaten figure who reshaped boxing, now faces one of his most explosive challenges not inside the ring but from someone he once called family. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the young star Mayweather prepared for success, has shifted from student to opponent, and this time it is deeply personal. At the center of the chaos is Calvin Ford, Tank's former coach and the man who helped build his career, now working with Floyd under Mayweather Promotions. A public face-off between Floyd and Tank quickly turned into a heated argument that exploded into a full fight, leaving the boxing world shocked. This is not only about pride, it is a fight over power, legacy, and control. Get ready because this story is filled with drama, physical clashes, and surprising truths. It all began with a business choice or a betrayal depending on your view. Calvin Ford, the coach who supported Gervonta Davis through every high and low, recently made headlines by joining Mayweather Promotions. While the move looked smart for Calvin, it felt like a deep personal betrayal to Tank.
Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like, dang, do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for.
The reason is simple. Calvin was never just another coach. He was the man who helped shape Tank into a feared knockout fighter, taking him from tough Baltimore gyms to packed arenas around the world. Calvin and Tank were once an inseparable team, but now Ford's loyalty to Floyd has caused a chain reaction that no one saw coming.
You're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Tank has never been shy about speaking on his difficult relationship with Floyd, often accusing him of being controlling and downplaying his development. Seeing Calvin align himself with Floyd felt like the final betrayal, and Tank was not willing to stay silent about it.
He been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like, dang, do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have.
The clash between Floyd and Tank began at a public charity event in Las Vegas. What should have been a calm and positive gathering suddenly turned into a shocking scene that no one expected. Tank confronted Floyd in front of cameras, calling him out for bringing Calvin Ford onto his team. Davis reportedly shouted, "You took the one person who had my back. You can't stand to see me succeed without you." Floyd refused to back down and shot back, "I made you, Tank. Don't forget who gave you this platform. You really think Calvin is going to help you beat me? Keep dreaming." As the argument heated up, The crowd grew tense. Witnesses said the exchange was explosive, with both men shouting. Tank accused Floyd of holding him back out of jealousy, while Floyd insisted Tank was ungrateful for everything he had done for him. And it was no surprise. Floyd has always been open about how ungrateful he thinks Tank is.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go.
It didn't take long for the argument to turn physical. Things escalated quickly when Tank shoved Floyd and chaos erupted. Members of both camps rushed in to pull them apart, but soon punches began flying. Video footage from the scene shows Tank swinging at one of Floyd's team, while Floyd was restrained by security.
Hey, motherfucker! Bitch! I'm killing motherfucker! When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker! You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with. I don't play no motherfucking hates. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker! I'll fuck you up!
Calvin Ford, who was at the event, tried to calm things down but quickly became the target of Tank's anger. "You're a sellout," Tank yelled at his former coach. The brawl went on for several chaotic minutes before security stepped in. No one was seriously hurt, but the incident left lasting damage to their reputations and to their already fragile relationship.
To him, one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it. Mentally.
After the fight, Tank went live on Instagram to speak directly to his fans and did not hold back. Floyd has always been about control. He cannot stand that I am doing my own thing. Tank also revealed that his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach has been overshadowed by all the drama. "I should be focused on my next fight, but instead I am dealing with this mess. They are trying to break me, but I am built for this. This feud between Floyd and Tank is more than personal. It is a battle of approaches. Floyd represents the old guard, a calculated businessman who controls every part of his empire. Tank, on the other hand, is part of a new generation of fighters who value independence and staying true to themselves."
How to do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this.
Deal, he don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than.
But as the dust begins to settle, one big question remains: what does this mean for Tank's career? With Calvin Ford now in Floyd's corner, Tank faces a new kind of challenge. Not only is he set to fight Lamont Roach next, but he's also fighting the idea that he cannot win without his old team. Let's break down this upcoming fight. Lamont Roach is no easy opponent. There is a lot at stake. Gervonta Davis is a knockout king. His record says it all, undefeated with an impressive number of stoppages. Most recently, everyone remembers the devastating body shot that flattened Ryan Garcia. Tank does not just win fights, he makes a statement every time he steps into the ring.
You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of.
And that is what makes this fight so compelling. Tank enters as the clear favorite, but this is not just about getting the win. It is about proving to the world that he is still on top and that no one in the division can challenge him. The flip side is all that attention and expectation means the pressure is squarely on his shoulders. Now Roach may not have the one-punch knockout power that Tank does, but he is a master of boxing technique. He is a sharp counterpuncher with excellent footwork and knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been carefully studying Tank's style and made it clear during the face-off that he is not here to be just another highlight on Davis's reel.
It's feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to pin humility. On the back, ho. On the 3 minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute, then reaping the benefits. I'm asleep at the Quilligan as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another feat. I'm killing it. Cause even if I gotta end up needing a Quilligan, even.
And with Calvin Ford out of the picture, it will be fascinating to see how Tank handles this fight with a new coach. Tank has teamed up with Derek James, a coach who knows his craft, and get this, James actually trained Frank Martin, Tank's most recent opponent. Here is where it gets interesting. Derek James has been watching Tank closely, he knows his style inside out, but instead of trying to find ways to beat him, he is now tasked with preparing Tank for his next fight.
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad. If you're gonna add one.
How old is he? He's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah. Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our 3rd fight together. So you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
He may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, the same way,
Yeah, like
they've sparred before the same way. Yeah, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know how I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that.
From Ford to James, it is only a matter of time before we see if this change is an upgrade or a step back for Tank. Calvin's choice to join Mayweather Promotions has cut both ways. On one side, it is a chance to work with one of boxing's greatest minds. On the other, it has ended his bond with Tank. We have come a long way from Ford standing by Tank and criticizing Floyd to now being part of Floyd's team.
Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. And I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person that's coming out, man. They can't stand it, calm is I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows, he knows.
So why would Calvin Ford, who has always been by Tank's side, make this sudden move? Ford has stayed mostly quiet about it, but insiders say he views it as a rare opportunity to advance his own career.
Trainer of the year when Floyd was fighter of the year. Yeah. His dad never got trainer of the year. So, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time to Calvin.
Floyd's empire is huge, and joining Mayweather Promotions gives Ford access to more fighters, greater exposure, and a chance at bigger fights than he could have ever imagined.
But he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event. But he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
But this is not just about advancing his career. Word is Ford may also be feeling some tension with Tank, especially after all the recent chaos. From legal issues to courtroom appearances and Tank's turbulent personal life making headlines, it has been a lot to handle.
You got handcuffs?
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, dog.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but
Signing with Mayweather Promotions could be Ford's way of moving forward with a professional team that gives him stability, something Tank has not always been able to offer.
100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You're worried about your living condition.
So how is Tank handling all of this? Not well, no surprise there. Sources close to him say he feels completely betrayed seeing Ford officially side with Floyd over him. Word is Tank was already upset over rumors that Ford had been sharing Floyd's private training tips, and now with this signing, it is like rubbing salt into a fresh wound.
A father. Father.
As the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the boxing world has never seen drama like this. What began as a professional disagreement has turned into a full-blown war with careers and legacies at stake. But what really caused the fallout between Tank and Floyd? These two used to be extremely close, so what went wrong? Let us break it down. Floyd allegedly hired people to ambush Tank during his runs. The one time Tank was unarmed, Floyd made his move. And it gets worse. Floyd reportedly spied on him and even tipped off Tank's former opponent Frank Martin about his location. Having worked with Tank for years, Floyd knew all his moves and shared them with Frank Martin. That kind of betrayal hit Tank hard, and he definitely did not take it lightly.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drop by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad.
But here is the kicker: Tank just dropped a major bombshell. Let us break it down. Everyone knows Floyd Mayweather is a boxing legend, but he is also extremely protective, especially when it comes to his family. His daughter Yaya Mayweather has been in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, including her rocky relationship with NBA YoungBoy. And now there is even more drama unfolding, and it is getting really juicy.
We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and
To Gervonta Tank Davis, Floyd's star protege. He has been dominating in the ring, but lately Tank has been making headlines for more than just his fights. Rumor has it he and Yaya Mayweather were involved in a secret fling. And who revealed this bombshell? None other than Ryan Garcia.
Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
Alright everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Ring Headquaterzz and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.